Good evening and welcome to this year's Heriot-Watt University Student Union Oscars. What a mouthful that is. To our viewers at home, we hope you're sitting comfortably, tucked into a well-deserved glass of wine, a tupple of gin, or a warm cuppa with some snacks. I'm Alex Headland, your Vice President Education this year, and sadly, we are just one half of Heriot-Watt's Ant and Dec double act tonight. Emily, our union president, really wanted to be here, but unfortunately fell ill, so unluckily for you, you're stuck with just me tonight. Nonetheless, we are here tonight to celebrate the incredible work of our staff this year. Every award tonight had tough competition with amazing and touching comments for everyone who is nominated, not just our shortlisted nominees. But there can be only one winner. Regardless of who wins, I hope you can all take pride in the positive impact you've had on students this year. It's cheesy, I know, but tonight, everyone's a winner in our eyes. A bit of housekeeping to get out of the way first. We'd like to ask that throughout the night, if you share any pictures, words of congratulations, or any other posts on social media, please be sure to use the hashtag HWUOscars so everyone can share in the fun. Now we know you're probably all sick of the pandemic references, but if there's any event that needs one, it's this. As we're here to celebrate the astounding work of staff, we wouldn't be doing you all justice without recognizing how difficult it's been. From the resilience you've all shown in rapidly upskilling and transitioning to a whole new mode of delivery, navigating these uncharted waters, to the mental, physical, and financial tolls of lockdown, to finding ways to keep your kids entertained with no schools open. This certainly hasn't been the ride we thought it would be when all this kicked off just over a year ago. But each and every one of you should be immensely proud of what you've achieved. You took this in stride and thrived in spite of everything. So before we get started, we'd like to take a brief pause and encourage everyone watching, staff or students, to write in the chat something positive from this year. I'll give you about a minute to do so. I feel like I need elevator music. Oh, I've got a lovely chat. I've got a lovely message from Maria wishing Emily well. I would sit and read out the chat, but I can't see it at the same time that I'm presenting, and I feel really bad now that I don't have it open. Perfect. Thank you all very much. And now, without further ado, it's time to get this party started. I know, I hate myself for that too. And hand over to our first guest announcer. Kicking things off with the first Oscar of the night, we have Natalie Krinba, one of our two incredible textiles and design school officers, to present the Outstanding Support Staff Award. Take it away, Natalie.
Hello, everyone. Our first award this evening is for our outstanding support staff. This award recognizes the professional service staff, technicians, and PhD teaching assistants who have worked exceptionally hard to improve the students' experience and deliver essential services to students through this incredibly challenging year. The Student Union presents this award on behalf of the students that you have supported in their time at Heriot-Watt. The nominees for this award are Tom Patterson in Safeguarding, for going above and beyond to ensure students have access to essential study space on campus and continually supporting students with additional needs. Grace Smith in Textiles and Design Technical Services, for always having the answer to questions, providing endless resources and organization with a positive attitude in the print room. Gillian McLaughlin in Student Advice, for guiding students through mental health challenges and giving them the confidence as learners. And Maria de Los Angeles Zapata Rodriguez, a tutor and source, for providing upbeat teaching that has made students feel connected and less alone during the pandemic. And the winner is Grace Smith. Please come to our virtual stage and say a few words. Less alone during the pandemic. And the winner is Grace Smith. Please come to our virtual stage and say a few words. Less alone during the pandemic. And the winner is Grace Smith. Please come to our virtual stage and say a few words. Less alone during the pandemic. And the winner is...
I think we had some technical difficulties there. I don't know if Grace, I think we'll have to move on. Perfect. Well, Just before we come to the, thank you so much, Natalie, and congratulations, Grace. I know our SB students have really appreciated your hard work this year. Before we come on to our second Oscar of the night, we'll be hearing a quick word from our sponsor. Just kidding. It's over to Laura Studinsky with our current Vice President Wellbeing to announce the first set of winners of our Special Recognition Awards. You're up, Laura.
Hi, good evening. So I'm here to present the first set of Special Recognition Awards, and these go to staff who've worked hard this year to support our students. So first, to PJ Dura and Claire Mullins. The union recognises PJ and Claire for going above and beyond to provide support to the students in Orkney. The students so deeply value the tight-knit community that you two have built. From giving brilliant advice to caring for everyone's wellbeing needs, you have brightened the experience for so many students in Orkney and helped strengthen the relationship between the Orkney campus and the student union. So thank you so much. And up next, we have Carol Murray and her team. It's a very long list of names, as you can see. The union recognises the wellbeing services hard work in rapidly transitioning to deliver a key service to students online, ensuring that any student who has any wellbeing needs in such a difficult time can get the support that they need. And on a more personal note, it's been such a pleasure and so great working so closely with you all this year and seeing firsthand the impact that you've had on our students. I'm very honoured to be presenting these awards to you tonight. So thank you so much to all of you for all the work that you've put in this year. I know that students have truly appreciated your help in getting them through these really tough times. And now back to you, Alex.
Thank you very much, Laura, for presenting those. And thank you again to PJ, Claire, Carol Murray, and her team. What a crucial year to have such incredible support staff. I'm just going to wait on a brief word from my producer in the studio. Are we able to bring Grace back on? Have we got through those technical challenges? No, I think she's gone, but we will move swiftly on to our second Oscar of the night. We have Shanna Farragut, our incoming VP Community, to present, you guessed it, the Community Spirit Award. Over to you, Shanna.
Great. Thanks, Alex. Looking fabulous as always. So this year, I'm very honored to introduce the Community Spirit Award to recognize the unique and important contribution of staff who have done the utmost to keep classes engaged, connected, and supported during this unprecedented year. The Student Union presents this award on behalf of students who have continued to ensure are part of the Heriot-Watt community wherever they are in the world. So the nominees for the Community Spirit Award are Craig Kennedy in Construction Project Management for creating a dynamic learning environment where students feel comfortable to ask questions and discuss real-world challenges. Fanny Shook in Links for being consistently compassionate, understanding, and spreading positivity amongst her students, as well as promoting endless extracurricular opportunities. And finally, Owen Harrington Fernandez in Links for allowing students to reflect and connect during his classes so the students always leave his class feeling more confident in their translation abilities. And without further ado, the winner is Fanny Shook. If you could please come on the virtual stage to just say a couple of words.
Not sure we have Fanny in the studio. Producer? No, we do not, unfortunately. Well, thank you so much, Shanna, for presenting that.
Congratulations.
And yes, best of luck next year. Congratulations, Fanny. Your work in keeping a sense of community going in Links has been incredible this year. Taking over for another quick break between our Oscars, we've got Colin Aitken, our VP Fun. Sorry, our current VP Community, to announce our next set of Special Recognition Awards. What do you have for us today, Colin? You are muted.
I was trying to make sure I wasn't speaking too soon, but then I didn't speak soon enough. But yeah, thank you, Alex, for introducing me, and thank you to everyone who's watching today, and congratulations to everyone that has been nominated or is receiving an award today. The award that I am giving out today is our second set of Special Recognition Awards that goes to staff who have kept our students safe and supported throughout this year. First up, we have From our Halls staff team, Res Life, with Risky, the union recognises Risky for her outstanding dedication to providing activities for students in halls to engage with, supporting their well-being and making sure everyone is aware of these issues they are facing. So thank you, Risky, and to the rest of the Res Life team. And also we have Kenya down in the SBC halls, and Kenya has the same duties down there. So the union recognises Kenya for fostering a community for the students at SBC when they were struggling with loneliness so much this year. So big thank you to you too. And last, but certainly not least, a regular to these awards, some might say, Campbell Powry, the Director of Student Life. The union recognises Campbell for his exceptional work in ensuring the students' experience is the best it can be this year, and taking on so much ownership of so many different projects I've had the pleasure of being involved in. I honestly can't thank you all enough, and I can't imagine what it would have looked like for students without you lot this year. So thank you very much for the incredible work you've put in. I'll take a drink for all of you and hand it back over to Alex. Thank you very much.
Thanks, Colin, for presenting those. And thank you again to Risky, Kenya, and Campbell. I couldn't have put it better myself. You've all been so integral to our student community this year. I've gotten another word from my producer. He's been working very hard behind the scenes. We have Fanny back in the room. Do you want to come on and say a few words?
Yeah, sure. Thank you very much. It's a real pleasure and a real honour to be given this award, and cheers to all the lovely students who nominated me. I'm delighted to hear I might have helped in getting them through this tough year.
Thank you. It was so lovely to have you on, and it's great to see the students valuing your contribution so much this year. Our next Oscar up for grabs is the Best Undergraduate Supervisor Award, presented by Nathan Pio Fernandez, our newly appointed Accountancy and Finance School Officer. So over to you, Nathan.
Thank you, Alex. Good evening, everyone. The Best Undergraduate Supervisor Award recognizes supervisors who have excelled at guiding final year graduates through their dissertations and final projects, providing incredible support, advice, and guidance. The Student Union presents this award on behalf of students who you have helped finish their degree. The nominees for the Best Undergraduate Supervisor are Catherine Fenton in the Schools of Textile and Design for creating opportunities for students to gather feedback and discuss their dissertation research to make it the best it can be. Yvonne McLaren in Links for providing excellent feedback to her students and being genuinely interested in their personal and professional progression. And finally, Thomas Farrington in the Edinburgh Business School for his encouragement, inspiration, and welcoming supervision style to help his students overcome personal and professional challenges. And the winner is Thomas Farrington. Please come on to the virtual stage to say a few words.
Hey, folks. Wow. I really wasn't expecting this. This is fantastic. Thank you so much. And thanks so much to whoever nominated me. That's really kind. It's really generous use of your time. It's a huge achievement, finishing a dissertation. It's kind of extraordinary when you think about it, finishing finishing an entire research project in 6 months. So well done to the students who've done this. Really, really impressive. Thank you so much. Thank you so much to the Student Union for organizing this as well. It's been wonderful, and wherever you are, support your union. They're a cracking bunch. So thank you so much.
Such warm words. Thank you very much. And thanks, Nathan, for presenting. Congratulations, Thomas. What a year it has been to be supervising a dissertation virtually. You not only stepped up, but really went that extra mile for your students, and it showed. Going that extra mile is something quite familiar to our next two Special Recognition Award winners. First up is Karen Kirkpatrick. The union recognizes how Karen cares so deeply about students and making sure that we are doing all that we can to support them through such difficult times. As well as leading the Development and Alumni Office, Karen always strives to understand the current student needs, seeking to help wherever she can. Next, we've got James Harrison. Head of Careers and Graduate Future Service. The union recognizes James for providing a program of exceptional careers advice in a time when students need it the most. It's been an interesting year for starting a new role, least of all supporting graduates in such an economically challenging time, but you've risen to the occasion and then some. Thank you both so much for everything you've done for students this year. You've been invaluable in supporting them. Moving swiftly on, we have the Oscar for the Best Master Supervisor, presented by our very own postgraduate taught MP, Jenya Morris. Take it away, Jenya.
Hi, everyone. The Best Master Supervisor Award recognizes supervisors who have excelled at guiding postgraduate taught students through this next stage of their academic journey, providing incredible support, advice, and guidance to get through the word count. The Student Union presents these awards on behalf of the students who you have made a big impact on in a short space of time. The nominees for Best Master Supervisors are Ron Patrick in Mathematical and Computer Sciences for being accessible and understanding to ensure his students overcome challenges in their research. Anya Hill in Brewing and Distilling for giving her students the best start in their career through excellent academic supervision and industry connections. David Jenkins in Brewing and Distilling for his responsiveness and useful insight during all his supervision sessions. And the winner is Anya Hill. Please come onto the virtual stage to say a few words. Thank you, Alex.
Oh goodness, thank you so much. I was sitting here with my gracious loser face, ready to congratulate everyone. But thank you to whoever nominated me. I'm absolutely delighted. It's the master's project is a great time for all our students to get really nerdy, and I love the sort of enthusiasm that the students bring, and it's always lovely to sort of see that and inspire that sort of enthusiasm and extra learning, and I'm just really pleased. Thank you very much for whoever nominated me, and we're delighted for Brewing and Distilling as well that we've got a third of our supervisory staff have been shortlisted, so that's been great. We must be doing something right. So thank you very much for organising. It's great, delighted. Thank you.
Definitely doing something right. It sounds very well deserved. Thanks, Jenya, for presenting, and of course, congratulations, Annie. Thank you for being such a beacon of support for your students. And who best to present the next special recognition awards to than the comm staff who've been the beacons of light, guiding us through this storm and always keeping us up to date. That's right, it's Cara Brown and the comms team. The union recognizes Cara and her team for creating and delivering clear communications to students, keeping them constantly informed of changes within the university and always helping to share the work of the union. You've lived and breathed partnership working when it comes to keeping students updated, and we greatly appreciate it. Thank you all for keeping students informed in such fun and interesting ways. We're halfway there now, folks, so we'll stop now for a quick 5-minute break. So go fill up those glasses with some gin and some more wine, stretch those legs, give your pets a cuddle, and we'll be back in a few minutes. And we're back. I know you have all missed me so much. I hope you all have topped up those drinks and settled in with some snacks for the second half of the Oscars. That's right, I'm your sunglasses expert tonight. We'll see what comes next. Let's see some posts up with the hashtag HWU Oscars showing off your watch party setup. Let's see those pets running around, kids all snuggled up on the couch, drinks in hand. Come on, let's get them going. Special shout out, of course, to Crunch for the amazing snack boxes. It's a great company set up by one of our very own Heriot-Watt alumni, repping us very strong. Be sure to check them out at some point. They are very good for catering to events. And now, before we kick off the next Oscar, we've got two more special recognition awards. One's very dear to my heart. We have Anna Seta. The lovely Anna Seta, of course. The union recognizes Anna for always bringing a smile to everyone's faces in meetings and bringing such a warmth to discussions in a challenging year. Special shout out, of course, to her meeting placards. I know we all enjoy seeing her all too familiar, "You're on mute" one, and of course her cats, hashtag terrible kittens. If you don't follow them on Twitter, you're missing out, who love to make an entrance. Next, we have a staff member who's been at Heriot-Watt for a while and will sadly be retiring this year, Jim Cameron. The union recognizes Jim for his exceptional work as a lecturer and senior staff member within EPS. Always armed with witty comments and jokes, he will be sorely missed. Jim was actually one of my first, if not the first, lecturers I had when I joined Heriot-Watt to study chemistry. I will never forget how one of the first things he said to us was a joke about Napier, quickly followed by one about one of his fellow staff members. It's been an absolute pleasure to be taught by you and to have worked with you over the last 6 years. I'm sure I speak for the whole of the union and university when I say that we will miss you very much, Jim, and wish you all the best for your future. I know that's a bit of a tearjerker there, so please make sure you don't use up all your tissues just yet. Be sure to save them for the rest of the show. And now, without further ado, it is time for the last supervisor award of the night, the Oscar for the Best PhD Supervisor. And who better to present that than our very own Liz Lau, our postgraduate research MP, who Emily has specifically asked me to say she's enjoyed the pleasure of working with and gossiping with as well. Over to you, Liz.
Hi, everyone. So the relationship between a PhD student and their supervisor can make or break a PhD. So this award celebrates the supervisors who are role models for the academic support and personal development that makes the next generation of doctors. So the nominees for Best PhD Supervisor are Kate Sang in the Edinburgh Business School for supporting her students to become responsible and autonomous researchers whilst dedicating the time to adapt to their personal needs. Ryan Pereira in Aegis for projecting his own ambition onto his students, providing countless opportunities for students to present their work, develop their skills, and progress in their career. Lauren McWhinney in Aegis for the numerous acts of kindness and dedication to showing an interest in her students, which sets her apart as a supervisor and a mentor in the field. And the winner is Ryan Pereira. So please come onto our virtual stage to say a few words.
Oh, wow. I don't know what quite to say. I'm very humbled and thank you. I'd also like to take a moment to just say thanks to the Students' Union and the organisers of the Oscars, including the fabulous food parcel that I ate 5 minutes ago. That was fantastic, so thank you. I'd like to thank my research students for the nomination. I have no idea which one it was. I'll have words with them later, but thank you to them for their enthusiasm, their ambition that provides so much energy. And I'd just like to also thank all of the support teams that are fundamental in helping all of my students and myself through our research journeys, because without them, we wouldn't have the success that we do. So thanks, everyone.
Thank you. Hopefully those PhD students won't be getting too much of a scolding for putting you in the limelight and potentially embarrassing you, but it's so lovely to see them recognize how much work you've put in. It's really exceptional.
No,
and thank you so much for being there for them.
No, it's been absolutely brilliant. Thank you very much. Very humbled.
Our pleasure. And thank you, of course, Liz, and obviously congratulations, Ryan. It's been such a difficult year to be a PhD supervisor. You've certainly taken it in stride. It is time again. Of course, I know you're so sick of them. Just kidding. More special recognition awards. Let's go. Let's see who we've got next. Of course, the first up is the academic registrar himself, Paul Travel. The union recognizes Paul for leading on work crucial to the running of the university, being responsible for so many aspects of its operations. It's been a year of difficult and really tough decisions, but Paul has kept students at the heart of what we do, and we're so pleased to have worked with him this year. Next up is Gary Pender, Deputy Principal for Research and Innovation. Although Gary couldn't be here tonight, we still want to thank him for all his help in improving the PhD student experience. For everything we've asked for, Gary has made it happen one way or the other, and it's really made a difference for all the PhD students at Heriot-Watt. Long may it continue. Thank you both so much for everything you've done this year. We wouldn't have been able to achieve so much in partnership without you. Speaking of achieving things in partnership, our next Oscar is the coveted Student Voice Award, and we're joined by none other than Liam Curry, this year's Chemistry School Officer, to present it. Liam?
Hi everyone. So the Student Voice Award recognizes staff who actively seek and use student feedback to make the student experience the best it can be. They work in partnership with student representatives throughout the year. Student Union presents this award on behalf of all students at Heriot-Watt who you have enabled to feel heard. And the nominees for the Student Voice Award are Scott Dolgano in EPS for making PhD students in EPS feel prioritized throughout the pandemic by facilitating regular Q&A sessions and always closing the feedback loop. Lauren Potter in Psychology for her commitment to working in partnership with class reps, helping them to get the most out of their role and enjoy it. And last but not least, Caroline Brown in Geography for making sure that every student feels valued and heard, using student feedback to make the learning experience inclusive for everyone. And the winner is Scott Dolgano. So could you please come up on the virtual stage to say a few words?
Oh, hi. Well, really don't know what to say, really, other than thanks very much, everyone, for nominating me, and that's just fantastic. I'm delighted, and really, I think the postgraduates are the real engine of research in the university. I don't think they really realise that so much, and anything we can do to support them, I think we absolutely should. So I mean, it's been a difficult year, but I think the postgrads have done a fantastic job. So yeah, thanks again. That's brilliant.
It really has been such a challenging year, particularly for PhD students. So thank you so much. And, I'm not surprised you got it. I remember all my lectures with you in my degree, and it was always fantastic. And we definitely always felt heard. I know I speak for my whole class with that. So thank you so much, Liam, for presenting that. And of course, congratulations, Scott. We always love to hear the amazing work that staff get up to, championing the student voice. So well done this year. It is very much well deserved. Of course, this leads us nicely onto our special recognition awards for the university's student voice champions, without whom we wouldn't have our lovely surveys. I'm sure we all know where this is going. First up is Maggie King, Head of Academic Quality. The union recognizes Maggie for continuing to provide exceptional guidance in a year rife with policy changes, ensuring they are always student-focused. Maggie has been an absolute powerhouse this year, keeping those university gears greased, burning plenty of late-night oil along the way. We couldn't have made all the crucial changes this year without you. Emily wanted me to pass on a personal note of thanks to Maggie for always reminding her that taking chocolate breaks is an essential part of the working day, and she hopes that you're tucking into a Freddo this evening, Maggie. Next is a man who needs no introduction, a familiar face in these events, the man himself, Kieran Robson-Renner. The union recognizes Kieran for revolutionizing the use of surveys in the university, creating key resources like the Supporting Our Students SharePoint and overseeing the delivery of the Student Partnership Agreement. Your achievements this year speak for themselves, and we're incredibly grateful to have someone so student-focused leading on the student voice work. So thank you both for all your work this year. You always stepped up when the students needed you most. Now we're finally at that point. It's time to announce the winner of the prestigious Union Oscar for Innovation in Teaching and Assessment, presented by Frankie Hume, our newly elected VP Wellbeing. Take it away, Frankie.
Hello, everybody. Alex, I'm loving the glasses. An unprecedented year requires incredible teaching. The Innovation in Teaching and Assessment Award recognises teaching staff who have used creative methods to deliver an exciting and different learning experience. The Student Union presents this award on behalf of the students who you have inspired and challenged through your teaching. The nominees are Andrew McLaren in the Edinburgh Business School for the amazing website for his class to host a huge number of useful resources, alongside giving students inspiring assessments which they can implement in the real world. Ailan Lee in chemistry for the immense time and effort she has put into creating videos, quizzes, clear, concise and funny lecture slides, as well as making curly arrows easy to understand in a virtual classroom. And finally, Alex McLaren in architectural engineering for her contribution to the Shaping Tomorrow Today course, which not only introduced new lecture styles to students, but also a variety of assessment options, including producing TikToks. And the winner is Alex McLaren. Please come onto the virtual stage to say a few words.
Wow, thank you. Thank you so much. I feel like I should now provide a TikTok, but the truth is I'm in no way as inventive as all of the students that I get to teach. And there's no way that I could sell to you the awesomeness of teaching and learning, innovation and assessment in a 20-second or even 1 minute TikTok quickly. So I think I'm just going to say cheers. Thank you so much. That's really, really lovely to receive. And it does mean a lot. We've all worked incredibly hard this year. And so it's lovely to receive that. I get so much from learning from my students. And we have been looking at co-creation in this course. And I'm not going to say that the TikToks were necessarily the students' ideas, but certainly working as a collaborative group together with students has been hugely inspiring as part of this. And I think we're going to continue to do that. I'd also like to say thanks to the staff who work with me, so particularly Professor Guy Walker and Lindsay Thompson in Dubai. They're my co-teachers on Shaping Tomorrow Together. So this award is also for you guys, but I'm going to eat the box and drink the wine. While I'm here, though, the other Alex, I have no words. Personal favorite so far are the cocktail glasses, but I mean, yeah, these ones are good.
I have to jazz it up. I've got to add some flavor to it. Honestly, like it's got to be interesting. We've got to keep it live.
What it's all about. It's what it's all about. But there's definitely a TikTok in here somewhere.
I am seeing a TikTok come in the works. I do fully. You say you're not going to create a TikTok, but I fully expect a TikTok now. You have to commit. You just have to. You're going to be letting your students down otherwise. They want to see it.
Sir. Challenge accepted.
Let's do it. I'm so ready for this on my For You page. And honestly, it's been such a pleasure this year to work with you and all of the class reps on creating that co-creative space. I say that like I had any input. It was really all of them, and you guys, you did amazing work. And seeing things like that assessment choice, particularly in the format, is really exceptional and gives me such hope for the future of assessments. I think you're doing incredible work, and I can't wait to see what else comes with it. Gonna change the world one step at a time.
We'll shape tomorrow together, Alex.
Exactly. I was giving you that in, and you picked up on it. You nailed it. Hook, line, and sinker. There we go. Oh, Lara is asking what is said TikTok handle, and I think that is an important question for our viewers.
Our course code would be #D57SB. But I can imagine as we broadcast this, all the students frantically taking the hashtags off their TikTok.
Oh, they will.
There are some really excellent ones in there, though. Students understand that to get a number of views, you really need to show a cat whilst talking about the properties of regenerative paving, or indeed recycled aggregate concrete. So. Oh yeah,
it's how else are you going to do it without them doing the little dance in between?
You see.
This is TikTok gold right here. For everyone doing it next year, you just need to watch this, and we've already given you how to get an A on your assessment.
It's not as easy as that, Alex. It's not as easy.
Of course not. Of course not. You have to build a considerable understanding and knowledge base of the concepts within the course and apply them in an effective and coherent and concise manner.
It's almost like you've done this before.
I would hope so. I did spend 5 years doing a degree in it.
Whole union, thank you so much for our lovely books. I think we're all loving eating away at these and chatting backstage as staff I want to do. So we're having a wonderful evening. Thank you so much.
Our pleasure. I'm very much looking forward to tucking into mine after I'm done being the MC for tonight. So thank you so much, Alex. Congratulations again. And thank you, of course, Frankie, for presenting that award. Our next set of special recognitions, we have to include one last set before we come on to the last Oscar of the night, is 2 staff that we'd like to recognize. You haven't escaped the spotlight yet. You know who I'm talking about. To finish off the last special recognitions is 2 staff members who we couldn't have got through this challenging year without. First up is the woman who made RBL possible, Martha Cadell, Director of the Learning and Teaching Academy. The union recognizes Martha for exceptional leadership in developing the pedagogical shift to RBL, ensuring the staff received the training they needed to rapidly upskill this year. From working hard to create the concept to leading on the development of key training for staff, you've played a crucial role in ensuring Heriot-Watt's success this year. And last, but certainly not least, is the, I'm sure, soon to be famous Professor John Sawkins, Deputy Principal for Education and Student Life. The union recognizes John for demonstrating inspirational leadership in guiding the university through its rapid shift to RBL while keeping the needs of students at the heart of decision making. Without John's amazing leadership this year, the university's resilience in light of the pandemic wouldn't have been possible. John has kept the university running like a well-oiled machine, and he has certainly been the bread and butter in our eyes. For those of you who don't know, his son was on the Bake Off. I know that was a terrible joke, but I honestly, it was at gunpoint when I was writing the script. Someone said I had to get a joke in there. So apologies, John. Please don't be mad, but well done. Thank you both for the countless hours you've worked from the early mornings to the late evenings. And of course, our final and last award of the night, coming in with the most nominations of all of them, we've got the Oscar for the most supportive member of staff, presented by Hannah Copeland, my replacement, our incoming VP Education. What an important award this year, and students clearly think so too. So take it away, Hannah.
Hi everyone, the most supportive staff member award goes to any staff in the university who goes above and beyond in their role to help students progress and achieve their potential. The Student Union present this award on behalf of the students who you've helped succeed due to the time and effort you've invested in them. With over 120 nominations in this category, there was some serious competition. The nominees are Ramon and Glada and Lynx for delivering inspiring classes that provide numerous opportunities to discuss ideas and engage as a class, so much so that students want to come to 9 AM classes. Brisbane Rowe Roberts in fashion for dedicating extra time to support every student's individual needs and always being approachable, knowledgeable and positive. And Dimitrios Kostovos in civil engineering for creating an environment where every student is confident to speak up and for organising additional teaching sessions to make sure everyone understands the material fully. And the winner is Brisbane Rowe Roberts. Please come onto the virtual stage and say a few words.
Hi there. Absolutely amazing. Thank you so much. Yeah, in true award ceremony style, there are a few people that I'd like to thank. So first of all, I'd like to thank Head and Shoulders Shampoo for keeping me dandruff free whilst on video calls to the students. And secondly, I'd like to thank War Paint for Men for under eye concealer particularly, so students weren't aware that I'd spent my free time in lockdown binging on Line of Duty from Series 1. But in all seriousness though, it's been an absolute honour and privilege to be teaching and supporting our wonderful students at the School of Textiles and Design. And this award, of course, is made all the more special as it's voted for by the students. So thank you so much. Thank you.
That's quite the recommendation on the shampoo. I might be messaging you after for the details of that. That's really fantastic. I know from our SBC students and our reps, Natalie and Anya this year, they've all spoken so highly of you and how much you've created such an incredible tight-knit community down at SBC. So really thank you so much for doing all of that. And I hope it shows through just how much you've had an impact on students.
Thank you so much, Alex. Thank you.
Our pleasure. Well, I can't believe it has finally come to this. It's the end of the Oscars. How quickly it's flown by. Special thanks to the Onion Relish. I'm really enjoying the producers' banners in the background. What a fun night tonight has been. I hope you've all enjoyed it as well. It's certainly our favorite event of the year, as we owe so much to each and every member of staff. As with any awards we give, we wish we had one for everyone. And so before we say goodnight, we have one last special recognition award to give. As this is the last time many of you will see me, before I hand over to Hannah to lead us through the next year, I wanted to present this award personally, even if Emily had been able to co-host. Our final special recognition award goes to you, our lecturers, our course leaders, our professional and support services staff, our safeguarding team, heads of departments, admins, whatever your role at Heriot-Watt is, we want you to know that the union recognizes you. We might not have been able to celebrate your work this year through our nominations or our awards so far, but know that we recognize everything you've been through and how much you've put in despite it. From all of us at the union, we want to thank each of you from the bottom of our hearts. And I know Emily can't wait to get started working with you all for the year ahead. But let's not think about that now. This is a celebration, a break from the 9 to 5. So go enjoy the rest of your night and have a lovely weekend. But before that, thank you all for coming. And before you head off, I'd like to ask you all to join us one last time in thanking our extraordinary staff community in the chat. Remember to use that hashtag HWUOscars. And of course, I would be remiss if I didn't dole out some special thank yous for all of those who've made tonight possible. Special thanks to Adam Dewar, our producer in the background, for being the man behind the screen, making this all seem so seamless. I have seen the inner workings. It is definitely not as easy as it looks. It's very complex, so mad props. And of course, a special thanks to Laura and Colin as they leave office this year. It's been a pleasure to work with you both. And finally, thank you to the rest of the union staff and our students, without whom we'd have no nominations to present. Now, I know there's a certain someone sitting behind the screen wondering why they didn't get a mention. Don't worry, I haven't forgotten you. I just changed the script without you knowing. For those of you who don't know, tonight is the last time we will be seeing Izzy Robe, our academic coordinator. She's been an integral part of the union for almost 2 years and has brought such incredible enhancements to our representative structures and provided the best support anyone could ask for. It was a new role and you made it your own. You've left big shoes to fill and we will really miss you dearly. Tonight wouldn't have been possible without you. So from all of us at the union, we wish you the best of luck in your future. And on that note, we will finally end this, as I'm sure you're all sick of hearing my thank yous. So with that, I'll say one final thank you from Emily and I. I've got to get it in. And good afternoon, good evening, and good night.